Hello, my speckins. It is I, August, the ghoul next door. Your favorite ghoul fiend. So the horror section of my local bookstore is only 2 shelves out of 300 shelves. 2 shelves. And you can see here, I'm panning down. I'm about to pan across. You'll see the second bookshelf or book. I shouldn't say shelf. I should say case. There are 2 bookcases out of 300 bookcases. And this one is over half Stephen King, which makes sense. He is the master of horror. So this is a bingo card task. Visit the horror section of the bookstore. I saw these 2 at the Dollarama, just randomly in the kids section. They're sort of like Fear Street. And for 2026, it's already been announced during halfway to Halloween that Mars candy company, chocolate company, will be putting out new Skittles, Popped Creepy Crunch, and Twix Skulls. They'll be added to the new lineup. There will be a new M&M. According to their website, creepy, crunchy new lineup. This year, Mars is leaning into Halloween treat trends with the textures and festive shapes. Skittles Popped will debut a creepy, crunchy flavor, a freeze-dried version of the classic candy that delivers a unique, crunchy, airy texture. Twix will get a spooky makeover with the introduction of Twix Skull Singles and Twix Skull Share Size. It looks like it's just going to be a new shape. Snickers will be adding a pumpkin shape. I don't know if it's a pumpkin flavor or just a pumpkin shape in both regular and fun size. There will be new variety bags of 60-piece count candies ranging from 15 pieces to 350 pieces. They're adding some new stuff to their fun size candies, Skittles, Sours, and Gummies. M&M's will have new minis with peanut butter, fun size bags for Skittles, Sour Skittles. They seem to be really focusing on Skittles this year. Starburst will have new flavors. Returning Halloween staples, M&M's Milk Chocolate Pumpkin Pie, M&M's Blend in Milk Chocolate Peanut and Peanut Butter, Snickers Pumpkins, Twix and Snickers Ghoulish Green, Skittles Shriekers. I have no idea what a shrieker is. And we're back. Oh. I have a schedule figured out for each episode from episode 1, which was the middle of April for halfway to Halloween, all the way through to Halloween Day. And things happen, and I'm having to shuffle some episodes around because there was some problems with one had to do with a movie review, and that particular movie, I went to put the movie in and the disc wouldn't work. I had to reorder it, which I'm a little upset about. So that episode has to be shifted down for later in the Halloween season. And yeah, now I'm kind of like, oh, what do I put for this episode now? Okay, well, you've already seen the bingo task for episode 6.
which was the go to the horror section of my local bookstore. And that was what, a minute? And then we have some news about trick-or-treating, the Mars chocolate company putting out their lineup for this year. And we need to do something else to finish this episode. So, if you watched episode 1, where I talked about the bingo card, I also talked about, here, hang on, I gotta take this out. I also talked about the scrapbook, recipe book. So, I thought that for this segment, we would create a page. One second. I just had to make sure the other tripod. Oh, I don't think I've mentioned it yet. I pre-recorded some stuff and I talked about it. I got a second tripod and I've put my old phone on the second tripod so I can start to get a two camera footage happening. Okay, so that one is recording, this one is recording, and we'll have fun in the editing. So I thought, let's create something. Let's create a page in the book. I've been working on the book, and I'm not going to show you anything else about the book until Halloween, till the end, and then we'll kind of go through the book and you can see what's been added, what kind of ideas I had, and hopefully they'll be good and not too cringy. So I'm going to use a Halloween decoration that I got from my local Dollarama, my local dollar store, for a template, because as much as I like to draw, there's certain things that I'm terrible at. I'm kind of hoping to get some more crafting done. I have cooking episodes coming up. I have crafting, a couple of crafting episodes, not many, because I'm not very good at it. But there are a few crafting episodes because there's a couple of bingo tasks that are craft related. There's only like maybe 2 or 3 of them. But I have quite a few recipes coming up as part of this. A lot more movie reviews as part of this. A couple of book reviews. I'm trying to give you guys a variety. Actually, let's put that one over here. Maybe right up there. So tell me, what is your favorite Halloween craft? Is it carving pumpkins? Is it making lawn decorations for a haunted scene? Is it making cutouts to go on your windows? And I'm sure there's a bunch of ideas I'm not even thinking of. Let me know in the comments. Is there anything you would actually like to see me do? Bear in mind, I can't do any kind of lawn I cannot do lawn stuff because I live in an apartment. There's no lawn. Otherwise, I would have made like a haunted house, but I live in an apartment. But other than that, is there anything that you'd actually like to see me try my hand at? Worst I can do is say no. So, one of my favorite characters is Renfield from Dracula. And I recommend it. A book last year called Renfield, the Servant of Dracula. It's been about 20 years since I've read that. I think I might, no promises, because I have a stack of books like this to read for this year. But if I have time, I might pull that one back off the shelf and do a review on it. The great thing about reading books is after 15, 20 years, you forget them and you can reread them. And it's like reading a whole new book again. I've already recorded 3 cooking videos. One I hope really surprises you guys. One will be totally obvious. But there's one when I post it in a couple of weeks' time. I really hope it surprises everyone. I really hope it's something nobody thought of before. Okay, so I've mentioned these wooden, well, they're not wooden, are they? They make us think they're wooden, but they're actually that pressed cardboard. Tree ornaments from my local Dollarama. And I love these because they are plain. And if you do not paint them, you can make them work as a set. So I've gotten the pumpkins, I should say jack-o'-lanterns, sorry. The spiders, I've got a set of ghosts. And there's like 6 in a set. So by leaving them plain, they look like they're one giant set, but they're like 3 little ones. Okay. All right. So I wasn't smart enough to grab anything to color those in with. Well, I've got a couple of pens here. Why don't we use them? There's a blue one. There's a purple one. There's a pink one. Okay. I don't know what the temperatures, what the weather is like where you guys are, but this is the first really super hot day we've had this year. and I'm sweating. Never mind the fact that I've been having hot flashes. As you can see, my face is just beet red. Somebody made a comment about how I never wear makeup. There's no point right now. It just sweats off. It's not that I don't want to. It's just there's no point. I've actually got an idea percolating in this zombie-eaten brain of mine to do with makeup that I want to do for an episode later in the season. I don't know how well that will go. Hopefully better than my 2020 costume. If you did not see that, it's a lovely little piece of comic relief that you can find in that 4-hour video. I did an episode in my 2020 Halloween series where I made a costume. Well, I didn't make the costume. I did a makeup tutorial, if you want to call it that, for Lily Munster. It's in the 4-hour video there. I think it might have been episode, because it was part of my 13 days of Halloween. And I think it might have been like day 10 or day 11. You'll also find in that video a couple of recipes, a treat tasting I did with Lumina Shade when her and I were still doing the radioactive candy group thing there, when we were radioactive candy. What else did I do that year? Oh yes, her and I also did episode 3, which is part of that 4-hour video, of my Once Upon a Halloween comedy skit series. And if you missed it, last year, in the 2025 bingo card, which was day 13 of the 2025 13 Days of Halloween, I did a taste test of a limited edition Halloween cookie. Honestly, I've got to say it's probably the best segment I did in that hour-long video. So tell me, how early do you guys carve your pumpkins? When I get the opportunity to do them, I usually do mine about a week before Halloween. When the pumpkins go on discount at the grocery. I am hoping to get to Michael's Crafts early enough this year to get one of the crafting pumpkins. That's my goal for Michael's this year. And I always manage to miss the end of the season, those mystery boxes that Michael's does. I always manage to miss them. And then I get totally jealous when I see YouTubers posting about their mystery boxes. One of my favorites is Alt Knots. I love watching her open those mystery boxes. Okay. Oops. Oh, forgot. I can't move anything, otherwise I'll disrupt my setup. Okay, what should we put on this page once I finish getting these some color into these? You know what? We'll be right back. Okay, so I found 2 more of these pen marker things. Oops. Apparently I can't follow the lines. There was a time in my life when I used to have arachnophobia. I was horribly, horribly afraid of spiders. If I saw the tiniest little dot of a spider, I would have a complete meltdown. I got over it. It took a lot of years to get over it. There are some events happening in my city this Halloween season in late September, early October. I'm hoping to go to. If I get to them as planned, then I will take you guys along with me. It all depends on if I can get a ticket, because you have to buy a ticket in advance, and these things sell out. They sell out. Another thing I'm looking forward to is a local bakery for Halloween always turns their bakery into a theme park. They turn it into a Halloween walkthrough. That's the best way to put it. Okay, so and I've been the last few years. I missed. Did I go last year? No, I missed last year. But the entire bakery closes down for like 2 days before Halloween so they can decorate, and all the baked goods are mold it into witches and coffins, and every cupcake has like a monster theme. I should put some footage to show you from like past years. And the staff dress up in costume. Always a fun time. And it's one of those family-friendly things you can do for Halloween in this city. Believe it or not, and you might, depending on where you live, but it's harder and harder to find events that are family friendly for Halloween. And then there's times when it goes totally the opposite direction and it's impossible to find anything really spooky, where it's just a little too family friendly. Okay, I'm going to color some of this in, and I will be right back. Okay. This one looks more like a watermelon than a pumpkin. But okay, let's take the purple pen and as I pull my chair in, what do we want to put in here? Maybe a do I want to put a rhyme? Do I want to put a spell? Maybe a hocus pocus fake spell, like not a real like something you would hear in Hocus Pocus. I don't actually want to do a straight up Hocus Pocus one. I don't want to do a straight up Halloween Town, but something like that. Okay, what do we want to call this? A spell to bring a spell to bring the Halloween Pumpkin King. Sure, why not? Okay. Switch colors. Let's do orange. Okay, what do we want to say? Well, let's put some ingredients. One pumpkin, 3 fake spider I don't know if you can hear that. The neighbors just started making noise. They started running water. So 1 pumpkin, 3 fake spider legs, 2 werewolf hair, 2 werewolf hairs, 1 pumpkin, 3 fake spider legs, 2 werewolf hairs, 1 cobweb, 1 fang of a 100-year-old vampire, 7 what? 1 pumpkin, 3 fake spider legs, 2 werewolf hairs, 1 cobwebs. Is that 1 cobweb? It's supposed to be cobweb. Oh well. 1 fang of a 100-year-old vampire, 7 chocolates, and 1 rubber spider. Rubber bat. Let's go with a bat. 1 rubber bat. Okay. There's our ingredients. Now let's actually make the spell. Stir all together four times clockwise, under the light of the full moon, and say, "Oh, great Pumpkin King, hear my call hear me sing. In your patch, so bright, I stand and wait for you with delight. O great pumpkin king, hear my call, hear me sing. In your patch so bright, I stand and wait for you with delight. How are we going to finish this? My bag of treats overflowing this night. There we go. Ow. I think that looks kind of cute. We've just created a Halloween town type spell. All right. I have no idea now what next week's episode is going to be, but tune in next time and we'll have episode 7. Until then, creeping screams.